say like I'm going in that direction.
I think that's
recently.
where most anime YouTube is going because anime content is just not performing well because well, not performing as well.
Yeah, as it was. Yeah, like you can't make like a 30-minute.
I think this season's been really good for anime content, but for the past year it was pretty rough.
Right, like 2020 and 2019 was really rough for anime content.
It's funny because I feel like it's really just the hype that Attack on Titan has brought that has just reminded people. Oh yeah, anime exists, guys. Anime actually exists.
Yeah, and that's to say that
like, kind of trickles down
to everything else. Yeah,
everything else.
But like you can't make like a 20-30-minute analysis video on some seasonal show that's not the biggest one now and get
I
half
never
as
really
many
even
views.
watched them too much in the first place. I just kind of watched stuff, and that's why like
because you went to like anime conventions and stuff.
Yeah, I went to anime, but like I mean, I was just a pleb. Like I just watch shit, but I don't actually like think that deeply, which is weird because like in the beginning of my YouTube, I used to do a lot more analytical stuff, and one of them I think is like your favorite series that I dropped a long time ago.
Everything you didn't know about, right?
Yeah, that one was pretty fun. That's when I did like some detective work going into an anime of like what every reference meant. My favorite one.
That got so oversaturated on YouTube.
Yeah,
it did. Eventually, it
107 things you need to know about Naruto.
No, it was more like 100 things you didn't know about Naruto, but like 97 of them really obvious.
I think it was like the Vocaloid videos that popped up, and like the Vocaloid and I think Ghibli videos that popped up originally.
There's literally just one Ghibli video, and I remember like I don't know why the fuck that blew up, but no. Also Vocaloid. What's funny is that the Vocaloid video, the first one that went up, I originally was not going to post that because I just thought, no, I'm just going over like Vocaloid songs. Who cares? But then the file almost crashed like the night that I was going to upload that, but then like luckily enough there's like autosave stuff, so I went through like all these fucking files like please tell me that you saved it somewhere and I just uploaded it, and then the next morning, like actually within that week, then it started to blow up. And I remember we were still really early in our friendship, and I think when I blew up I like got in a call with you. I wanted to like vomit at like the numbers that were growing because I didn't know how to handle it.
Yeah, because you were getting like I think it's like 100K a week or something ridiculous like that.
How did you guys even meet? Because I don't think I've ever like you told this story.
We have, but like I don't
forgot.
Oh no, it's okay. So let's see. It was like I don't think I was even at 1,000 subscribers, but
you were at like 800, I think 700, something like that.
Okay, so I was looking for other YouTubers to talk to. So the last time I was on YouTube, it was under another name. It was called Schoolgirl 101. Okay.
So, amazing. Why didn't you stick with that?
I want to. So,
the Anime Man and Schoolgirl
101.
This will all like wrap up to when I meet Joey. All right. So when I was like 12 or 13, when YouTube was like first starting, I had like Schoolgirl 101, and I used to upload a lot of AMVs. I loved making AMVs, and it was like a community in itself. AnimeMusicVideos.org. Is anyone here old enough to remember? You know that?
Gon is in that era. I think Connor and I were a little too young for that era.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, yeah. So like that website was religious to me, so I used to upload that stuff, and this is before copyright music and any of that was a thing. So
did you put like Linkin Park? And
I absolutely fucking did.
the amount of times I've watched the one big upload of AMV Hell 3 that was uploaded to YouTube is just like uncountable.
Remember we used to call compilations cracks?
Yeah, I remember that.
Dude, oh my god, I remember that. So yeah, no, I was uploading AMVs, and then I dwelled into, I don't know how, but somehow in my deep searching of like anime related stuff, I found visual novel openings, but I couldn't download visual novels because they were like really strictly just in Japan.
And they were fucking impossible.
But the openings were available on YouTube, which I still have those saved on my current account today in private. But yeah, so then I found like all these websites, and I uploaded all of like the opening songs on that, and then they were all like hentai, so I got banned.
So you uploaded hentai onto Schoolgirl 101.
Yeah, I did.
Why did you pick the name Schoolgirl 101?
It's I promise it was nothing perverted. I thought it just sounded cool, and I was watching Zoe 101, and I went to school.
There it is. I was trying to figure out where the 101 came from.
Because I was watching Zoe 101 back then, and I was a schoolgirl. But like when I look back,
Big
I'm like,
brain
fuck.
move.
Like,
I think one of my names like Xbox Best Connor or something.
yeah, I don't
Because I'm
know.
the best at Xbox.
Yeah, no, the cringy
I mean,
using
that's
it.
like
Honestly,
that's like the same logic I came
honestly,
up with.
I'm glad that like I got that YouTube account got banned. But I'm kind of sad all those AMVs like just like went down like the
All
shit.
those Linkin Parks. man.
Yeah.
I know, it was like Evanescence and everything. I definitely went down that
so
route.
you Schoolgirl 101.
Yeah,
and
okay.
then
Yeah,
you got
that
banned.
all got that all went away. And then I just watched YouTube from behind the scenes. Then one day I decided I wanted to do YouTube. I wasn't even at 1,000 subs. And because I was so close in that AMV community, I didn't know where anyone was anymore. So I was like, let me get in another community. Joey was the first one that I found that was closest to my age. And I thought that like he was really funny when he was playing Neko Para. So the very first message.
I
So
bet you were so funny.
Oh,
Joe.
so-
I bet you were hilarious.
Love it. Watch it all the time.
I was like, put that
Okay.
one on.
Yeah,
Joe, put it
yeah,
on.
I love that one.
What a classic.
it wasn't even like the first video of that Nekopara series, but when I was watching it, I just thought that you were really funny. So I was like, is YouTube DM still a thing? I've been gone a long time.
DMs.
Yeah. So
Oh my
so,
That's how far back we're talking.
We're
so-
going
yeah,
far back now.
legit. Like so I messaged him on YouTube and I
Wait, so how many
said,
subs did Joey have at this time?
oh, not even like 10K, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I
we
maybe
we were both
20,
very
30.
small.
No, I think I was like 20,
So
30K
Joey-
maybe.
Oh,
Joey
okay.
dated a fan?
So I messaged him.
Joey, the anime man exposed.
Yeah, but like, look, okay, so I'm from a part of YouTube where subscribers actually weren't really that big of a thing. Like,
I
it's
think
just
anything under like around that size, you know, like 1,000.
Be a bit of a
Yeah.
different story if I had like 3 mil
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
that you
yeah,
guys
yeah,
were
yeah,
right.
yeah.
yeah.
So I mean, like, it's whatever. But like, so I sent him a message and I said, I called you anime man, and I was like, so fucking weird. But it said,
Cringe.
hi anime man. I saw your Neko Para video. Thought you were hilarious. Do you like dojins? If you want, let's read one together.
No, you
Signed
found
Aki.
this fucking Pokemon Dojin of Gardevoir.
Yeah, and I just
And was like, we should read it on camera together. And I was like, all right. So I got on
Yeah.
a call with her.
No, hold on. But there's something in between.
Okay.
But like, because it was YouTube DMs, I was not expecting a reply because I was like, I think it was like 2014, 15. Times have changed, but my mind was so all the way back. But literally in an hour, you replied back to me and you told me that like later on that you had not really looked at your YouTube DMs until that night, and I was at the very top. And had you not seen it that
Yeah.
night, this wouldn't.
It
have
was
ever
like
happened.
purely coincidental.
Yeah, and then after
Because
that,
who the fuck went through their YouTube DMs?
exactly.
Yeah, right?
YouTube got rid of it. I think YouTube got rid of it now, right? You
Yeah,
can't.
yeah.
I think it still technically exists
Oh, yeah, it
somewhere.
doesn't.
Is it-
Yeah.
does it not?
No, they
I've
completely
tried to
I thought it
look.
was just buried. Oh.
Yeah, so I don't have.
You don't have an archive.
No,
do you?
I
know.
don't.
Yeah, that's so sad.
I don't know. Maybe
I don't know if I want to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't want to see a message of hello anime man.
I mean, that's the beginnings, though, right?
No,
Sure,
but
sure.
there's a video on his channel of where I still called him Anime Man. It's when we were playing what Orange Juice 100.
some shitty
no,
anime
it's called
game.
Orange Juice 100% or something. I'm doing it for them. Like it was, what was it called?
No, I don't want them to look at the video. so I'm trying to be inconspicuous. There's some shitty anime game.
I don't know
Yeah,
which
yeah.
one I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Mudan, don't put it on the screen. I swear to God.
But yeah, so we were just really good friends for like a couple years, and then he got trapped in Canada, and.
Well, no, you gotta explain why I got trapped in Canada. You can't just say that.
Oh yeah, because then he.
I lost my passport.
yeah,
I remember
he-
you telling
Yeah,
the story.
yeah.
Yeah, he lost his passport. He was really stressed, but I had no idea that you were in Canada. But this is like, we had been friends for a long time, and we had been calling so frequently. I was like, I'm gonna just tell him I like him. I don't even care. I'm gonna just get in a call. And that was the, like, you were still at your hotel, stressed out of your mind. I was like, I really like you.
I'd be like,
And-
now is not the time.
Yeah.
I lost my passport.
was there a process where you thought about this is the right time to tell him, or were you just like, he's
Fuck
stressed
it.
out of his mind right now? Fuck it.
I didn't know that he was in Canada. I didn't know that he was trapped there. I didn't know that you were like going through other shit. I was like, I'm gonna just tell him. Whatever.
What did you think?
I hadn't eaten in like 2 days. 'Cause I was so stressed.
Here's the story.
And the first thing I get is like, I like you from Archideus. And I was like, there's a Denny's down the road. Like, I'm fucking starving.
No, but then you know what's funny? You were so disoriented, and also like, so I don't know if anyone knows this, but I'm Joey's first girlfriend, like real girlfriend,
Like
I
proper
guess.
girlfriend,
Yeah, proper
yeah.
girlfriend. You had seen some other people in the past, but
But it was like high school relationships. Like, I don't count those.
yeah. So what was funny is I think he was so dense. Like I literally said the words "I like you" a lot, and then he said, "Wait, are you saying what I think you're saying?" And then I said, "I think I said it." Like,
I am dead ass that dense like harem protagonist.
You like me? I don't know. What are you saying?
What are you trying to say right now?
What are you trying to say
I
right
was
now?
like, I think I said it. Like, yeah. So but from there, like, actually, like, I think we talked for like 10 or 15 hours, like that day. And
Well, yeah, because I had nothing else to do because I was in my fucking Toronto
oh, so I
hotel
was just a
room.
liability. That was a special moment for me.
I miss being like 19 and just being able to spend all day on a Skype call.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We used to be able to do that all the time. Like,
Yeah.
and it's like, and it was like with that group of friends where it's like, it didn't matter if nobody talked.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Like you were just on it.
Like,
Yeah.
what's the longest Skype call you guys have ever been in? 'Cause, like,
Together or just ever?
just in general.
I think it was the
Legit
one with
with
her
you.
where I was in a Skype call for like 12 hours or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, 12 hours. And then after that, I think when time came, like you finally got back to Australia, and then we gave it time to think, and we're like, and we were both blowing up around like the same time. And
You
then
mean our channels were?
yeah,
Not
yeah.
us.
Sorry.
I can't hear the wood blowing up without thinking about that meme with that guy. It's like, when I blow up, like, I don't know nobody.
Yeah, so
Sorry.
because no, it's cool. And then when our careers were like finally taking off, we just kind of got in a talk and said this isn't going to work, and we're too busy. And I don't know. I feel like we're
Well, it's
both-
also because I was in my last year of uni at the time,
Yeah.
and I was
Right.
stressed out of my fucking mind because I'm like, if I don't knuckle down on this shit, I'm not gonna graduate.
yeah.
I'll be playing Corpse Party 18 hours.
Yeah, yeah. I
gotta-
can't be doing free translations for a Corpse Party visual novel. Like, I gotta fucking knuckle down. So like,
Yes. So
that
we-
was like, so at that point, like, I not only like ghosted you, I ghosted everyone on
Everyone,
YouTube
yeah.
for
Yeah,
like
yeah.
for
I
like
mean,
3 months.
Last year of uni do be like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so and then in the meanwhile, I was just kind of doing my own thing. Fast forward though, AX comes around, and then we both message each other, and I think that was also like my Samurai Buyer video had just come out that day, and that's when you DM'd
Oh,
me.
good old
or
Samurai
something.
Buyer. You remember
And
that
then-
shit?
And then I
Yikes.
was, I guess we just got like this private talk, but I was just like, okay, yeah, we're going to AX. I'll see you there. And so we met, and yeah, I guess
That was
like,
AX 2016.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Dude, that was like, I think watching you guys at AX, because this is before we even, like, did we speak at that point? I think so.
Don't
We,
think-
we spoke, but we hadn't met.
I think so.
think,
That was
yeah.
when I was like, I don't care. I'm going to AX next year.
Right.
I felt
Yeah.
so left out seeing how much fun everyone was having at AX. I was like,
Oh.
Was that
I was
the
like,
AX
fuck
that
it.
first met you, or was that the AX before that?
I think it was the
before, I think.
It was the AX before. Was it before? God, I don't
I
remember.
can't remember. It's
It might have been the. It might have been the one. No,
It was
it might have been that
2016
AX. It was
AX.
that. It was that AX. Yeah, was the
Okay.
first time
I
we
think
met.
my first one was 2017 AX.
yeah.
Yeah.
So my one was 2015, I think 2016.
Yeah, because you've been a few times before me, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, 2016 was the first year I met you and Jeff.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's right. But I think I'd gone to one before that. I don't know if anyone else has gone.
No,
Oh my
2016
God,
was the first one.
it's like
I've gone to
fucking-
AX like every year since I was like 13.
I'm so jealous.
So
What?
you've seen the scene evolve over time.
It's honestly just been so fucking crazy. Like it's
What was the first year you went? Like what year?
I don't even know. I actually
How
actually
old?
don't
Do you
know.
remember like how old you were roughly? Like,
I was maybe almost 14 or 15
oh my god.
Right.
years old. Yeah, I was 14 or 15. My first and
AX 2013.
yeah.
Not even.
And-
That's
and
like
that was
2010.
back-
or
And
something.
that was back then where like the line was big, but it went by fast. Like day zero wasn't a problem.
Yeah.
Now seeing it nowadays, like I loathe day zero. Like I don't even
Line
want-
con.
Yeah, line con basically. So yeah, no, it's been crazy to see like just kind of the progression of things. And I used to watch videos of AX back in 2007. And if you look at any vlogs of AX of 2007, they will say, "Oh my God, it's like so packed here." Literally, it's just like the
It's like
empty-
3,000 people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that was a lot back then, you know.
I mean, it's the PD Flow videos that you
Yeah,
watch,
yep,
right?
yep,
because
yep,
I
yep.
watched exactly the same thing. Because
Yeah.
I remember back
So
in.
wait, who is this?
so okay, so oh sorry, no, go for it.
Okay, so it's basically a guy who seemed to be very influenced by Kasim G, like the
Good old
very-
Kasim G.
Good old Kasim
Yeah.
G.
Old YouTuber.
Old YouTubers. But what he would basically do is just he would go around AX every year and just vlog it and do interviews and stuff
Yeah.
in the Kasim G kind of style.
Oh,
and
what,
me,
so like trying to like point them out to be kind of like more
Yeah, yeah.
stupid.
yeah, exactly. And me, as a weeb growing up in like the mid 2000s, never been to a convention in my life, and especially the UK
Well, in
scene.
the UK, I mean,
No,
what,
exactly.
what do we
especially,
have?
especially in the UK scene, seeing these vlogs, this was like Mecca to me. You know,
Yeah.
I remember watching these vlogs, and I remember thinking, I'm gonna be there one
Dude,
day.
it
I'm gonna
was
be
like-
there one day.
It was legit like the greatest thing I had ever seen in my life. Like,
Yeah.
okay, by the way, if you guys ever want to look at him, PD Flow, I don't know if you're still around watching this, but it's like P-E-E-D-E-E.
It'll be on screen.
No,
Yeah,
It'll be
yeah,
on
yeah.
screen.
Literally PDFLO.
Looking at the AX vlogs, I was like, this is blowing my fucking
I
mind.
think one thing I was always jealous of Americans is that like it just seems like they just accept any side of like weird culture.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
I'd
in
say
the
so.
UK and probably Australia as well, right? It felt that like if you were into stuff that wasn't like super normal, it felt like
That was
everyone would
bullying
treat you,
material.
Like, weird.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
So,
AX
like-
brought money and money,
Yeah, but
money
like,
talks.
but like watching like being from the UK or Australia, watching American conventions or like seeing just the way that they treat nerd culture in general in the
Yeah.
US was I was always so jealous. It's one of the reasons
Yeah.
why I always wanted to move to the US. I mean, obviously now it's
Where
a
would
very
you
different
move?
place.
Yeah.
Well, I
Kids-
don't know.
kids have it easy today.
I didn't give a shit back then. I was like, I'll go anywhere, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
Because back then, to me, America was like this whole like mystical place, and then obviously now, you know,
Mystical place.
It was.
'cause it was like a place where everyone could just do what they wanted.
Yeah.
And like
And-
everyone could like whatever they wanted.
Yeah.
And there's always a huge place to go. If you liked a specific thing, there was
Yeah.
always a big convention of
Yeah.
like-minded individuals.
I think it's also because like, especially compared to like the UK, especially like America was just so much fucking bigger, right? So there's just it just felt like there was more stuff
and
there.
like, there was
Yeah.
like huge nerds and like otakus in the UK, but because you would just
We-
like look
we-
down on.
It's
them.
very niche.
we couldn't find each other. That was the
Yeah.
biggest thing because in America it seems like there was always a place for somewhere wherever you wanted to belong.
Yeah.
And I remember looking at AX or like all these con videos and thinking, man, God, I wish that was me. I look like I belong there.
Oh my God, I remember when I went to my very, very first convention and I just felt like this was right. Like I knew that this was where my heart was
I
supposed
felt
to be.
that too when I went to a convention.
Yeah,
I was like, my people.
Because then it just like remember like back then like because we could not find each other and even in the U.S. it was still like this. It was more online than anything. But when you found someone, it's like, oh, you like Naruto too? Like oh my, and then you just instantly connect.
Well,
It's
in
like,
Australia, there wasn't even an online scene. Like,
Well, I feel like
Yeah.
because like almost like in America, like I don't know if this is true, but like parents kind of like are more accepting of like weird hobbies.
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
a kid. In the UK, man, my parents would give me shit.
yeah,
like,
my parents were like that close
I
to
would
me.
I'd, like come down for dinner and be like, oh, it's the anime fan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah, my parents used to like be really kind of like weirded out about the fact I liked anime, but now my parents are very rare for their generation. They love YouTubers and streamers. They tell me shit that even like I haven't caught up to yet. Like yeah. Like they know literally everyone. And then so what's funny is like I'm logged into my YouTube account also on the one at home back in Vegas.
Yeah.
The reason for that is because of time zones. My mom checks to see if I got like a content like copyright claim, and she goes to my account and then
She's literally your manager.
yeah, like she claims that for me, and then I wake up the next morning. I was like, Mom, did you claim this already? She's like, yeah, I was just looking at
Meanwhile,
it.
my mom's like, "Who's your Swiss friend, PPD?"
yeah.
My mum will occasionally go, and there's been a big YouTuber in the news. She'll be
Yeah.
like, I heard this Logan fellow was in a fight. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Do you know him?
Yes, are you friends with Logan?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No, my parents have definitely done their hardest to try and like keep up with the times.
Yeah.
My parents do try, but they're just too out of it.
Yeah,
They're too
my
far
parents are the
gone.
same.
My,
Yeah.
my parents have really changed since Trash Taste started because that's just given them so much content to watch. And now it's gotten to the point where every single clip and now we have like official and then unofficial clip streams as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
And that's all been recommended to her. And she watches like way more content than I do now. I think. Just purely of like us, I guess.
Yeah, my parents are kind of just like, you know, we don't like support what you do. You just kind of do it.
Yeah. We don't support what you do, but you do your own thing. son.
No, my dad. No, my dad.
We do not support Joey and his job.
No, my dad's straight like in the Q&A that I did with my dad. My dad was straight up like, it's not, I don't really like support what you do. I just kind of let you do it. I'm like, thanks, Dad.
The only thing about having parents that are so in tune with what I do is like
That would annoy me.
It would annoy
giving,
me,
them
yeah.
giving me feedback about my thumbnails. and stuff.
No, my
dude,
dad doesn't give a shit about what I do, and yet he's still like, yeah, son, I didn't really like that video you made.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
the same as my parents
I didn't
as well.
fucking make it for you. Like,
Yeah, no, and then, dude, my parents they used to, back when it was like used more. They looked at like Social Blades and stuff. Like they
Yeah.
they're very into like.
That's like a little too.
I don't
Yeah.
look at my own social media. I don't want my
No.
parents telling me
Yeah.
about it.
Oh no.
My dad he went through a point when he was just literally clicking and refreshing it. And I was just like, Dad, this is not healthy. Why are you doing this? Please
That's
stop.
kind of cute though. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I want to see you grow.
Oh man. Yeah, no, that's
I
crazy.
occasionally get my mum. She'll be like, "Oh, the last video didn't do as well as the other videos."
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, "Mum, not everyone can be a
Yeah.
bender. Come on,
Yeah.
Don't rub it in.
come on. I know it did bad. I don't need you telling
My
me."
dad would sometimes phone me and be like, "Son, last week you only grew like 1,000 subscribers.
Oh my god.
Normally you grow like 2,000. What's going on? What is your channel
Is your
dying?
channel dying? Is your channel
Is
dying?
your channel dying? What's going on?"
Yeah, my dad right now, he's like having his own version of like, "You winning, son?" It's more like, "Oh yeah, your video doing well." Like it just every upload, he just
Yeah,
has
yeah.
to say something.
That's cute though. I like that they care.
This episode is sponsored by Liquid IV.
Guys, you know I love drinking water. Do it plenty on the podcast, plenty of pee breaks. And one goal I have for myself for the new year is just to stay hydrated. And I do that with my favorite hydration product, Liquid IV.
With one stick of Liquid IV in 16 ounces of water, you get 2 to 3 times the amount of hydration as plain water. That's water optimized.
And they have incredible hydration flavors like watermelon, lemon, lime, passion fruit, and they've recently launched strawberry.
I like strawberry.
I do too.
Personally, I really like Liquid IV because I just like flavored water in general. So if
Yeah.
I can get extra hydration off of something I already enjoy in concept, then, you know, why
Honestly,
not?
you know when you wake up from a hangover and sometimes you drink so much water that the taste of water just starts to get sickening?
Yeah.
Yeah, this actually tastes really good. And this would be perfect for a hangover day.
Honestly.
I do like the watermelon flavor, so I'll give them that.
Yeah, I like the watermelon flavor too.
One serving of Liquid IV provides the same hydration as drinking 2 to 3 bottles of water alone. And it contains 5 essential vitamins, more vitamin C than an average orange, and as much potassium as a banana. And it's healthier than sugary sports drinks, no artificial flavors or preservatives, and less sugar than an apple. Made with clean ingredients, non-GMO, vegan, and free gluten, dairy-free, and soy.
So you can grab your strawberry Liquid IV or their other great flavors in bulk nationwide at any Costco, and you can get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code TRASHTASTE at checkout.
That's 25% off anything when you order and use promo code TRASHTASTE at liquidiv.com. Get better hydration today at liquidiv.com, promo code TRASHTASTE. Back to the episode. What were we talking about?
You said you didn't really want to be a YouTuber.
When?
Did you?
Did I say that?
I said that. At least, like earlier on. I mean, when I started YouTube, I mean, I didn't intend to be a YouTuber or anything like that.
I don't think anyone is.
Yeah, I don't
You
think
just
anyone-
kind of do it.
I don't think anyone just wakes up. and-
Because I just made this video because I thought I could make this funny video and I wanted to show my friends. So I was
Right.
like, I'm going to make this for me and my friends.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just put it up, put it in a nice little package. And then I thought, one and done. That's it.
I feel that's like the kind of secret formula to being a successful YouTuber, right? It's like people who start a YouTube channel with the intent of like, yeah, I'm gonna be the fucking next PewDiePie. It's like it never works.
And I'm curious, like, what made you want to do
So
that first video? What was your first video as well? Probably
Oh,
deleted.
That,
right?
that
Or is
wasn't
it-
like an AMV or anything
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, I remember. I think it's still on there. I was playing this visual novel of Dramatical Murder.
Oh my
and
okay.
Yeah. And
okay.
it's literally like a 5-minute clip of, because it was like during the final scene of like me trying to get with like one
Just
of
heavy breathing.
Actually, it was. It was. It was. It's still on my channel. And it's me and my mic. It's me and my microphone. I was like, okay, guys. So I just got clear here. Let's see. Oh my god! It's like me just doing that the whole time.
Was it like the whisper scream, like, oh my
Yeah.
god, guys?
Because it was like 12 minutes. I think that made my first video, which was like
Because your
Christmas
parents
Eve.
were in the house. Right?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
So I was like,
What the fuck?
yeah. So I was super like, Minecraft YouTuber, and be like, oh my god, I can't believe that this is happening right now. But yeah, so that was my first one, and then I was I knew I wanted to do YouTube once I got my first paycheck.
Right.
And no,
all about that dough, baby.
but that's true. So like,
I
thi-
appreciate the honesty.
it's literally with anything. When you figure out that, oh my god, I can get paid for something, then
that
you
you
want
like
to do
doing.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know, like, so there was a video, I'm not gonna say what blew up, but it blew up, and then I got my first paycheck, and it was $300, and I remember I felt like
The big dough.
no,
I
but
mean, you say that, but at that time, that was a lot of
That
dough
was a
for
lot of
anime
dough.
content.
yeah.
True.
And what's weird is like, this is gonna sound like really cheesy, but I felt like I was at a crossroads here that $300 was perfect for the rest of my meals for college for the rest of the month, or that was the perfect amount to get lights and a better camera. So I went that way, and my mom was very concerned about the choice that I made. So, but I was like, you know what? Like, this is just money from YouTube. So if this doesn't work, it's not like it was my own money from work. I used to work in a movie theater. And then, once that happened, I remembered how much I loved making videos from like the Schoolgirl 101 account. And I was like, fuck. And then I just felt like this fire going on. And I was like, I want to do YouTube. I knew from that point, I wanted this to work. I was going to give myself a year to try and make this work. So what I did, and I guess it's questionable to some, but I told all my friends around me that you're not going to see me for a year. Like, cause I want to do this. Cause I had a part-time job. I was a full-time student getting my psychology degree, and I only had time for one other thing, and that was YouTube. So I did that, and then also I was in a relationship, and that person didn't want me to do it at all, and I had cut it. When we had I tried talking it out, and
anyone who would stop you from doing something you're passionate about
yeah.
probably isn't the one for you.
And I knew right then and there that like YouTube was what I wanted from that moment on, and when he said he didn't want me to do it, I had no problems cutting it.
That's
way.
You're like, bye.
No, like it was
understandable. Have a nice day.
No, just like, and also, I mean, it was a lot of pressure to try and balance a relationship out, and give it a year. I remember I would go to school, go straight to work, and then because I had to like come back at like midnight after the last showing, then I would work until like sometimes up until 7 a.m. on some videos.
I think back when you first start, you have like no problem working.
Yeah.
Because at the time, it's not like it's something new, right? It's only later on when you've been doing it for a while and you realize, holy shit, this is unhealthy as fuck.
Yeah.
you at the beginning you think, whoa, I'm getting paid to do something I like. Well, this is.
I'm just gonna keep going there.
This is just a life hack. I can do this forever.
Well, in psychology, we do say that like a job is when you say, I only got paid that much for doing all that. A career is when you say, wow, I got paid that much for just doing that. So I mean,
it's pretty true. Big brain.
Yeah, so there was that. Yeah, and so since then, like, YouTube's just had its ups and downs, but I've loved it ever since. I don't see.
You've been doing it for what? How many years now?
Probably
5,
like
6?
Maybe like 6.
When did you start? Like 2014, right?
I uploaded my first video 2014, but then
so that's what.
And then I blew up in 2015. I think.
I feel like since I met you, your like perspective on YouTube has changed.
It has a lot.
Like, I feel like you were the one who's like the most grindy out of anyone I knew.
Yeah.
And then you like flipped the opposite, where like I never hear you talk about it, or like and when you do, it's always like one big thing that you're working on.
I think it's because like, especially with personality, like you just, I don't know, at some point you just want to get grounded again, and you just realize YouTube isn't everything. It's still something I love to do, and now it is just my job, and now I don't really. That fire of me wanting to like, I want to grow as like a YouTuber, I'm already there. So I'm just like, now I just kind of want to go back to my roots. And that's why I just kind of like, just talk with like my other personal friendos.
Did that just happen like over time? Or was
over time, yeah. YouTube just does some weird stuff to you. I think fame does that a lot as well. And just like the pressure of being a personality, there's like now this whole part of my life that has nothing to do with what I do. And I think you already know like some stuff that I do in private, like just for fun.
Was there a point where you realized that, or was it something like that's gradual that like built up over time?
I think it was a gradual thing. Because
I feel like if some people, love being in the spotlight and love having the attention on them, and then others I meet and they're just like, they get crushed by it.
Yeah. Because I feel like some YouTubers who I've met who their YouTube is so intertwined with not only their job but their self-worth as well.
Yeah.
And
it's like if I'm not successful on YouTube, then I'm not successful as a person. Right?
I'd say though, it was like the first time I started to feel like I was looking at it like a job was like really scary, because I was like, am I losing my touch? I'm like, am I going to be a bad YouTuber now?
Yeah.
Because I'm not like thinking about it 24/7.
Yeah.
For the first few months, I was really struggling to like kind of just understand that like it's okay to like not think about this all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then now I feel like I have a pretty healthy balance with it, where I honestly don't really think about it that much. I kind of plan what I need to do.
I think it also helps as well that, like, especially you and I have really, like, gone down in terms of, like, how sporadic we upload. Because, like, we used to upload way more frequently than
Yeah, I
we do
used
now.
to try and do 2 a week, and that
I used to
was
be
like,
daily, dude.
yeah, daily is like, I don't know how you do that, but yeah.
I went from daily to weekly. Yeah, so
Fucking psychos right here.
Because
you used to upload daily as well, right? Or
No, I didn't. I used to
Okay.
upload just 3 times a week. That's it.
Just
just 3 times.
It really wasn't that bad. I mean, Joey at the time, like you did upload daily. I was like 3 times a week. And
But that was
Yeah.
what YouTube wanted back then.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
3 times a week, I don't think would work now, or
Yeah.
it would be unoptimized.
Yeah, I think I'm at a point now, like,
Not
you know,
min-maxing.
I think I'm at a point now where like I just upload like once a week or
I
whatever.
think the audiences changed. I think audiences would just rather get something. Well, I think 2 weeks is kind of long, but 1 week, just a good video once a week, and it seems to do the job.
Yeah, no,
it is.
pretty
exactly.
much. And
Because
then-
it's so saturated now.
There's so
yeah,
And there's so
and
much
it gives
choice.
me